Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over quite a quick simple topic, but it's why you should ask questions in the interview also. So sometimes people look at interviews as a very one-sided affair, i.e. the employer will ask you questions, technical questions, general questions, and then it's up to you to answer them in the best fashion possible to stand the most chance of being offered the job. And to a certain degree, there are certain things that are down to the employer. So it's down to them if they wish to interview you, down to them if they wish to second interview, down to them if they wish to offer you the job, etc. But it is down to you in terms of asking questions back to the employer to make sure that the job is also right for you. Because at the end of the day, I always advise anyone that I'm working on behalf of, all my candidates, is that you're interviewing a company just as much as they're interviewing you. And this is especially true for my field, which is building services engineering, where the market is in demand of building services engineers. So in this scenario, the candidate is very much in demand. Obviously, this changes from industry to industry on that regard. But one thing is always true is that you should always ask questions back to the employer that's interviewing you for a job. Now, to kick off with, I suppose the most important questions are going to be more biased towards what you're looking for out of your career. So you might have certain goals, certain aspirations that you want to achieve in your career, and you're going to want to ask questions around those in the interview. So you're going to ask, for instance, what's the structure for progression within the company? What are the latest, new era concepts that you're carrying out in the company? How are you going to develop me on A, B, and C? I'd like to improve X, Y, Z. Is your company going to help me to do that? So you want to ask questions that are going to help you fulfill your career and aspirations, and you're going to want to make sure you get them across in the interview. You'll also be able to get a good impression from the employer if they're right for you based on how they answer your questions. So if they are saying that yes, we can do X, Y, Z for your career, we can do A, B, C. Yes, there's other people here that have accomplished what you're looking to accomplish, and go into granular detail with you on that, then there's a good chance that this company could be the right one for you. Whereas if they skirt around the questions and they don't really give you solid answers, then you probably want to be a bit wary. And that's why it is important to ask questions in the interview, because the last thing you want to do is just go for an interview, be asked a number of questions, not really ask anything back, and then you're offered the job and you decide to accept it, but then 3, 6, 12 months down the line you realise, I perhaps should have asked some questions in the interview because I've started a job and I've realised it's not for me. But some more generalist questions might be like, what's your stance on working from home? So if working from home is important to you, you want to ask that. Perhaps what are you most proud about in terms of their company? What are their most prolific achievements? What are they the most proud about? What have they accomplished? So they're the type of general questions you could ask, as well as specific questions in terms of your career. But that is definitely the number one hint, is to make sure that going into the interview what you want to fulfill and what you want to aspire to in your career and what goals you've got. Because if you know that, you've got that written down, you've got it sort of drilled down in granular detail, then you're going to know what to ask the employer in your interview. So I hope that helps for the next time that you're interviewing. Next time you find yourself on the market, remember those tactics, and I'm sure you won't go too far wrong. If I've left anything out, drop it in the comments. Let us know what you think. Could be a good video to do next, and I'll look forward to hearing from you all soon. Thank you. Bye bye.